one of the things that people always ask about is, can you survive on a little limited of funds here in Dominican Republic?
What ballpark are we talking about? Are we talking about $100?
That's a month. Yes, that's what they said. That's the challenge. Do you think that's at all possible?
Well, it's just for a month, right?
It's a month per month.
Okay, if it's only $200, it's not impossible, but fairly difficult. Because you have to understand, the biggest money sink is rent. You can't find a place for less than $100. Depending, of course, what you're looking for. If it's a single bedroom apartment, you know, amenities like hot water and all of that stuff, then yeah, you could probably get it for 5,000 pesos, which is the equivalent of $100. And if you want like bare minimum, like single bedroom that has a bathroom in it, the kitchen, everything, I've seen people that can find that for 3,500 pesos, which is the equivalent of $50. After that, let's say light food, that's if you're eating every single day, which you kind of do, but it's hard to say. Very hard.
But when you say light, remember when we got our first light bill, it was like $300?
Yeah, I remember we were living in a larger apartment. We had an air conditioner. We were using various appliances. I remember we filed the claim and they were the one that dropped the ball. So that isn't a realistic amount just to pay for light.
So if you get a $50 a month apartment,
you'll probably pay 500 pesos a light. Even like thick. So 500 pesos is what? Like bucks? Take that $6. Let's say setting up for budget and expenses, gas, light, and thing, and you got a single bedroom apartment, say $75, and I'm really forcing it. Let's say $100 in living expenses, and then $100 would be for you to buy your food.
And expenses, that's $200 right there. So you really don't have anything extra.
Yeah,
you have no room for emergencies.
You have no room to go out, but that's the thing. You know, it's possible to live off of $200 if you're depending on someone else's living space. And you ask someone to accommodate you for a month in their house, in their single room, you have $200 to buy food. You're gonna pitch in or whatever, but you would be able to live for $200. Now, if it's on your own, it's stretching it, but it is possible to live on $200. Now, again, you have to adapt or accept the kind of conditions that you'd be able to do that with. You would have to cope, because it's not gonna be luxury. And that's pertaining to thinking that you already have a bed and furniture to move into the place where you're moving into. That's another thing people don't think about is you need a bed, you need a stove, you need a gas tank, all of that.
So a $50 a month apartment wouldn't be furnished, correct?
No, hell no. Wait.
So I know of sites or people that do house sitting and they get free rent, or they do exchange whatever, or taking care of the pet or whatever in exchange for a place to live, or to sleep, I should say. So it is possible, but I don't know how prevalent that's here in Dominican Republic.
No, that is not something so common. You know, you'd be lucky that you get someone, or usually it's a friend of you or someone that already knows you. Because it ain't everybody that is just opening the doors to the... I'm turning around.
Oh.
It's not something common that...
This is still not the place I was talking about. You know that, right? This is still not it. That was you.
I know exactly where I'm...
Okay, so come to the conclusion that it'll be very difficult to live here on $200 a month.
It's not
impossible, but it's highly improbable. So I recommend that anybody try that. Unless you got a credit card with a couple $1,000 on it that you can use for emergency, or if it's just a challenge that you're trying to challenge yourself. But if you are limited in funds, I wouldn't suggest it. No. So we both agree?
Yes, we do agree. For once, DR isn't against the U.S. in one conversation.
Okay, so both agree on this one. Nope, $200 a month will not cut it, no matter where, not even in the hood.